Hi, and in this short video I'm going to explain what six-figure grid references are and how we can use them to communicate about locations on the map and in the real world. Six-figure grid references allow us to communicate accurately about locations on the map. We can tell them to people to help them find places on the map, and on the telephone we can use them to let people know where we are in the real world if we need their assistance. The six-figure grid reference divides the big blue squares on the map into more accurate smaller squares, but because the map's very busy, we need to infer them using a compass, a ruler, or a good guess, because they're not actually shown on the map. Here's an example of a map. This is a 1 to 25,000 Ordnance Survey map of the city of Winchester. You can see the blue lines running across horizontally. These are the eastings. These all have numbers. The numbers are not always shown because, again, the map can get too busy. If you can't find the number for the line you need, you can look at the adjacent lines. There are also numbers running up the side. These are called northings, and together these numbers allow us to talk about a 1 kilometre square on the map. But this square is very big to look for things in, so the six-figure grid reference provides us a more accurate way of talking about space in here. But first of all, what is this big square called? Well, it has a four-figure grid reference, and the four-figure grid reference refers always to the bottom left-hand corner of the square. In this case, the four-figure grid reference is 5030. But these large squares can be divided up into smaller squares, 100 small squares of 100 meters in either direction. And we can use these imaginary squares to more accurately identify a location on the map. In this case, we're going to look for the shoulder of mutton farm, which is inside this smaller square. Again, we talk about the bottom left-hand corner of this square. Now, in order to find this more easily, we can use a compass. Here's an example of a silver compass, and along the edges it has numbers that we can use to help us find the six-figure grid reference. In order to do this, you slide the compass over so the top right-hand corner rests on the feature you're trying to identify. You can then read the numbers off the compass where they intersect with the blue lines of the bottom left-hand corner of the larger square that your map feature is in. In this case, the 50 and the 30 lines cross the compass at the 2 and roughly at the 9. And this gives us a six-figure grid reference for the shoulder of mutton farm of 502309. Now, another way we can use the compass is to find things on the map where people have given us a six-figure grid reference. So let's just say, as an example, someone's given us a six-figure grid reference 484277. First of all, we need to find the large square on the map indicated by the 48 and the 27. We then line the numbers on the compass up with these bounding lines, the 48 and the 27, and then the top right-hand corner of the compass will be right on top of the map feature that the person's trying to talk to us about, in this case the summit of St. Catherine's Hill.